Dang, it feels like it's been forever since I made a video at this bench. I am quite drunk. I've had a 1,000 milliliter can of Asahi, the good stuff, the silver can, the silver bullet, the Japanese beer of choice. And I'm a little bit drunk. Okay, I'm more than a little bit drunk, quite a bit drunk. So please forgive me for anything I say. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of you who are watching this channel. You know, I'm not so active on comments anymore, but I do read the comments, and mostly on my mobile phone. One of the reasons I'm not so active on it, it's really hard to respond to comments on the mobile phone. But I do read your comments when I have a little spare moments. I pop in and I take a look, and I really appreciate it. I'm not going to start mentioning names because I'm sure I'll forget somebody, and I don't want to do that. I just want to say that those of you who have been joining me here, I really do appreciate it. It means more to me than you can know. You know, I know that I've been throwing out a lot of videos lately, and it's going to be hard to follow when I'm doing all of that. And so if you choose not to join me, don't worry about it. I completely understand. It's always been a paranoia of mine from the very start that I would overwhelm people, but I guess it's a paranoia born out of the mission of this channel. The mission of the channel is indeed to give more information, give more. Excuse me while I fart. to provide more videos than you can consume. There's no way, if you ever come here and you try riding on the bullet train, there is no stinking way that you can watch everything. You can sit there and focus your eyes outside the train as it goes by, and I hope you all get a chance to do that one day if you haven't already. You can watch as it's flying by, bam, 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 but you cannot concentrate or focus on everything. If you try, you will overwhelm yourself. Believe me, I've done it several times. I know Mick of Mick and Fumi fame is going to, Mick and Fumi of Mick and Fumi fame are going to be down here in a couple of days riding the bullet train, and I'm sure Mick will be, and Fumi as well, will be poking their heads towards the window, not out the window, that's impossible, and watching the scenery go by, and picking out things of interest and watching those things. Now that's the way it's meant to be. So if I've been overwhelming you guys with stuff lately, I guess that's just a sign that I'm, you know, of what this is all about. Today was a perfect example of that. I really threw out a lot of stuff, and I really didn't give any thought towards editing. I really didn't give. See that guy? He just walked past, just spit at my feet. Now, I don't know if he didn't spit at my feet. He was kind of just a ways away. And Japanese men do that. They tend to spit a lot, and they tend to huck loogies. At least the older men. At least the men in this area tend to do that. Hawking loogies and spitties reminds me of mine when I was a younger man, and I used to chew tobacco. I used to do that all the time. Anyway, what am I talking about? Enough hawking loogies and spitting tobacco and stuff like that. Anyway, I just finished a 1,000 milliliter can of Asahi, and that was so good. But I really needed it. I needed that 1,000 milliliters to down that Rokukara Koko Ichiban curry. That thing was so hot. Man, it had zones of it. And then I came down here to get dessert for my wife and daughter. You know, if you're a male, if you're a masculine figure, if you're a member of the hang and low gender, one thing to consider when you get married and have children is to have balance. And if you're going to get yourself a 1,000 milliliter can of Asahi, then make sure you make some time and save some cash to go get the family some dessert. And I got Emily her Roru Keiki, Roru-chan. I don't know if she can eat this whole darn thing herself, but she's certainly going to try. It says what it says. Roru-cha. Can you read that? Roru-chan. She wasn't kidding when she said Roru-chan. And for my wonderful wife, and I'm drunk, so I'm going to express to you my real feelings towards my wife, because usually I'm supposed to be a little bit reserved. She is a special lady. You know, I'm going to regret saying this in the morning. When I met Yumiko 20 years ago, I was a bit of a playboy. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but, you know, looking at me now. But kind of a funky guy now. But back then, I used to have a number of girlfriends. And met Yumiko. And that all came to a stop right away. I had met a very special lady, and I knew it from the start. and it's been proven true for 2 decades, and I love that woman more now than ever before. And for her, I got her favorite, almond choco. She loves these things. They're really, really good. So I got some dessert for the wife and the daughter. We're about maybe 1/8, maybe 1/16, maybe not quite 1/32 of the way into The Last Airbender. Looking really good. Good movie. You just met the kid that's got the tattoos, man. He's got the killer tats. We can't wait to see what happens. We're going to go home. They got the house warm. It's not as cold as his bench. We're going to go home, have this stuff. No, nothing for me. My dessert was the beer. So you got to remember, have the balance, guys. Okay, if you're a member of the swinging group, you know, you got to have the balance with the females, you know. So bring it on home, give them some dessert, give them some smiles, some consideration, show them that you really care. It's important to do. So what's important for me to do now is to push the stop button before I make more of a fool of myself. Okay, you all have a great day. Tomorrow's the last day of the year. Here in Japan, we're a day ahead most of the world. It's the last day of the year here. It's going to be an interesting one. I plan to do an outing tomorrow night. I plan to, last year at this time, I did an outing in the middle of the night. Someone coming, I'm going to take the camera low. I did an outing in the middle of the night. I went around to a whole bunch of shrines and I did a video about it for the Softy Papa channel. Tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to do it for this channel. And I'm going to do it in a different manner. I'm going to, instead of going that way towards Shizuoka, I'm going to go the other way towards Shimizu. The primary target of my aim, my ambition, will be the Minowa Shrine, where I talked to the priest there about 2 weeks ago, and he told me he was going to be up all night, and I'm going to plan to join him. So I'm going to head out, stop along the way, maybe have a couple of beers along the way, and enjoy a nice evening. I can't have too many beers when I'm riding my bike. You have to be careful about that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to hit the button now. You guys have a great day. This is the last video for today. Sorry if I overwhelmed you guys with way too much stuff today, but hey, I guess this is what it's all about. I have to get used to the fact that that's just what this is all about. That's what I do. Have a good night, guys. I love it. Why not say I love you all? You know, why not? I mean, for the most part, the group there that's the regulars here are a pretty small community. I mean, you know, you see you guys in comments. It's the regulars, you know, and you know who you are, and I really do appreciate you. And why not say I love you at the end of the year, especially after 1,000 milliliter can of Asahi. Bye bye. Love to all.